Lesson 1 of HTML with Coduo. You're probably dying to get into writing some actual code, but let's quickly go over what role HTML plays in web development. You can think of HTML as the skeleton of a web page. It provides the structure and content. The two other parts of a web page are the cascading style sheets, which provide styles, and the JavaScript, which provide animation and logic to the web page. In this course, we will strictly focus on learning HTML. With this approach, you can focus on learning the fundamentals of creating the structure of a web page. The CSS course supplements the HTML course by showing you how to style a web page. The JavaScript course does the same with animation and logic. In your HTML tab, you can see what a typical HTML document looks like. It might look intimidating now, but by the end of this course, you'll be able to read and write this same code. As we progress through these lessons, you might feel overwhelmed at times with the terminology. If that starts to happen, just take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. We'll review everything until it sinks in. We don't want you to worry too much about memorizing all the terms. That comes with practice. Instead, focus on understanding how we write HTML so that the browser displays or renders what we want. HTML uses what are called tags to tell the browser what item to display. Almost all tags have an opening and a closing tag, and whatever is between those tags is what is displayed in that specific style. For example, a p tag is used to write paragraphs. So, when you write a p tag, the browser knows whatever's in between those tags should be displayed as a paragraph with smaller text. Some tags don't have a closing tag and are referred to as self-closing, but we'll talk about those in later lessons. The first thing we need to do when writing HTML is let the browser know what kind of document we're sending it. To do this, we first declare the document type with the doctype HTML tag. This basically says, hey browser, the document will be an HTML document. We also need to let the browser know what parts of the document are to be rendered. This is where we introduce our first opening and closing tags, the HTML tags. These opening and closing tags signify the beginning and ending of our HTML document. This is also known as wrapping the document. We'll be using that phrase a lot as we move forward to describe how an opening and closing tag work together to quote-unquote sandwich a segment of our HTML. For example, we can now say that the HTML tags wrap the p tag. Again, if you're confused, don't stress out. A lot of this stuff is just required, and eventually you'll get to a point where you don't even think about them. You'll even start using boilerplates that have all this stuff already written out, so you don't need to waste time on it. All right, you're all set to start your lesson objectives. Good luck.